Hello, in this video I'm going to go over the top 15, in my opinion, new features with Update 49. I'm going to show those in the game here. Um, one of the ones I'm not going to handle as much in detail because I'm going to do a separate video and itemize that out in a video. So one of the features I'm not going to cover is the fact that they are new mounts that you can buy for gold at the horse trainer locations. I will do a separate video of those showing where all of those mounts are and how much gold they are. So keep an eye out for that if that's something of interest for you. But let's get right into number 2, and that is the ability to res somebody while you are still you can move around. So it used to be while you were doing a res like this, you couldn't move, but now you can move around. As you can see, I'm walking. I'll decline that and I'll do it again so I can show you. It used to be you had to just stand here, but now you can move around. You are restricted to 10% of your movement speed, but it is something that they added now. You can resurrect somebody and maybe there's a AoE that's hitting you or something like that, and you can slowly walk out of it. But not a great amount of movement speed, but at least you can still move around a little bit. So that is a new feature there. One of the most cool things I think is that they made the ability that you can respec your attributes on the fly. And how you can do that is you go into your character screen. Now, the only condition is you can't do this if you're in combat. So go to your character screen and go where your attributes are. And as you can see on the lower ribbon there, on PlayStation, you have to hit the triangle button. For other platforms, you'll have to verify what button that is. I apologize. I've not played the game on Xbox or PC, so I can't tell you what those are. So you hit the triangle button, and then you can freely move around like this and change them if you want to whatever you want. And then you, just as if you were at the altar or using a scroll, then you have to confirm by hitting X. If you want to back out or if you want to clear all of them, you can do that. And then if you want to back out, you don't want to change it, you just hit the circle button and discard your changes. There is a cooldown of, I think, 1 minute or something like that. But if you've got, for example, maybe you've got a tank character, and you want to go DPS overland or something, and you want to get some extra resources for magicka or something like that, whatever the case may be. Or maybe you want to go into PvP on a character and you've got the gear built already. You just need to switch up your attributes. You can do that on the fly now. You don't need to use a attribute respec scroll anymore. And along with the attributes, you also now can respec your skills. And that is done in the very same similar way. You just go into the skills rather than character. And then when you're in this main screen here, as you can see, once again, you hit square to respec your skills. Now, along with the skills and everything else, this acts exactly like a respec scroll did. And you can even re-subclass your character for free. So you can, for example, change if you're trying out a sorcerer, nightblade, necromancer like I have right now, and you wanted to test out. Maybe you've got 2 of these locked in and you're kind of just trying to figure out what the best third one would be. This is now free for you to figure that out and explore. Especially super easy if you save your build on an armory first. You can just pop in this, try it out. If it sucks, you walk right up to your armory and then reload your build, and boom, you're right back to where you were. So keep that in mind. That's a really nice feature. You can respec. Another thing you could probably do, this is something that might be a little bit more common than is for me, is if you're wanting to do daily crafting writs, You can clear all your skill points just by hitting R3 like this and clear all your skill lines. And then you've got all your points loaded at the very top. And then you could go down here and load in your crafting points and then do your crafting writs. And then, well, I'll just confirm it just to show you. There's the respec in process. And then you can go in here and buy all the crafting points that you want. Save it. And then what you can do is you can walk right over to where your armory is. And reload your build. And boom, you're right back on where you were before with all your stuff reloaded, and it doesn't cost you a thing. So that's a really nice feature that you can use to respec your character. Now, I've already cleared out all of my inventory of this because I had quite a few of them. But if you have any respec scrolls or attribute skill respec scrolls or attribute scrolls in your inventory, those are no longer really useful. You can sell them for gold. They are sellable for 300 gold to the banker or the store, wherever you handle that. And so that is a nice feature there. So you can sell those and make some money if you've got a ton of them stacked up. The next number that or the next feature that is on the list here for me to cover is the stackable treasure maps. I haven't picked anything up to display that yet. I've not earned a map that comes in the unknown container yet, but they are basically going to the same format as what they did with the surveys and the master writs like this. They're going to be unidentified, so you can stack them like this and take up a lot less room in your inventory. So that's going to be an inventory saver there. That's a quick one to cover. In the game where the currency listings are, you can see now that the Transmute crystals, the maximum that you can carry if you are an ESO plus member, has been increased from 1,000 Transmute crystals to 3,000. So we have a lot more crystals that you can carry. So that is a nice feature as well. And then the next one I'm going to cover, this is a nice feature here. If you're into antiquities, they have extended the duration of how long leads last. As you can see here, this one now lasts for 326 days. They have stretched the length of how long these leads last a massive amount. They used to be, I believe, 30 days long or something like that, and now they're almost a year, maybe a year altogether. So that is a nice feature if you don't get around to digging up all your leads. Another feature that they've added to the game is back bar XP. In the old days, it used to be you'd set up your build, and maybe you're trying to get something like this here to increase with XP. And so, like when you killed the last boss on a random dungeon, you'd have to make sure you were on the right bar to get the XP. That is no longer the case. Now you have equal XP on both bars regardless. So that is going to help extremely speed up your XP on your skills and your skill lines and all of that. Currently, I know they've got a mini event going on right now where there is an XP boost right now for skill lines that they are having to help increase. As you can see here at the bottom, 12 days skill line experience boost. So keep an eye out on that if you're trying to get your stuff increased. The next thing that I'm going to cover, they returned the traders listings for when you sell in traders. That has been now put back to 30-day listings. I know for a while they chopped it down to about 2 weeks, which was really a tight turnaround. They have returned those listings to 30 days. I think they discovered that it really wasn't that big of a pull on the servers, so they returned that. Also, that was something that people were asking for. The next thing that I'm going to talk about here, trait research. If you are still researching traits on your characters, the old maximum when you got down to where there was only one left used to be 30 days long. It has now been chopped down to 10 days at the maximum. Now, keep in mind that does require you to have the, for example, the carpentry increased all the way for your crafting. You do have to have that filled in. For jewelry, it's the lapidary research. For clothing, it's the stitching. For blacksmithing, it's metallurgy. You have to have those filled in when you start the research. Otherwise, those times will be inflated. So do keep that in mind. So the next one I'm going to talk about is the hide feature for armor pieces. I'm not sure who out there is interested in this, but essentially, when you go into your armory like this, you want to make sure you have an outfit selected like this here. And then it used to be you could only hide the shoulders and the head. Now they have added the chest, you can hide it, the hands, the waist, the legs, the feet. Uh, Obviously, you can't hide the weapon, but the armor pieces you can hide. I'm not sure, again, why you would want to do that. Maybe you want to look like you're naked, but you're not really naked. I don't know. But that's something that you can do for free. Those don't cost anything to do. As you can see, the cost application is 0. You can hide them if you want to. It used to be you'd have to pay to hide the shoulders or the head, with one of the two, but now those are all free to hide. Another feature that they have added is account-wide outfit slots. And that's if you go into the Crown Store here and go into upgrades and come down here to outfit slots, as you can see here, this is for this account. It's not for the character. So they have changed that to be an account-wide armory, or excuse me, outfit slot. And so you can still save your outfits on characters, but the outfit slots are account-wide now. So that's something that's kind of neat if you weren't uh, privy to that. And then let's see, the Tamriel Tomes is the new place where we basically earn things in game now for the upcoming update. This starts on the 2nd of April. This is where this store is going to become live on April 2nd. So keep an eye out on that. Right after, I believe, the Jesters Festival. Yeah, Jesters Festival ends on the 2nd of April. So keep an eye out on that. Right when the Jesters Festival ends is when we're going to get the Tamriel Tomes to launch. Probably right around the time when the Jubilee starts, right around in there. One more feature I'm going to talk about before I travel out of my house, the Vampire and Werewolf. If you come into the Crown Store, they have made becoming a werewolf and a vampire easier. So what you want to do is, if you're interested in this, you go to Quest Starters, and down here towards the bottom, as you can see, we're in the All section. They have a Lycanthropy, which is for werewolves, and vampire here is the Scion of the Blood Matron, vampirism. You can accept these and go start the mission yourself to learn how to be a vampire or a werewolf. Additionally, you can locate the missions overland. I know I found one yesterday when I was running around. For example, there's one here in Aradon, just north of the Tanzil Will Way Shrine. You can go to this shrine here, and there is a quest giver here to get one of those missions. So you can locate them overland too, but a real easy way, again, is to just go into the Crown Store, go to the Quest Starters tab, and go all the way down to the bottom, and you'll find the new quests here in the Crown Store. One more thing for horse progression, they have also adjusted how fast you can upgrade your mounts. The old system used to take you 60 days to get your mount upgraded, and it was essentially 250 gold per day, and you got one upgrade. They have changed that system now to now when you buy an upgrade, it is 500 gold, so it is twice the gold per day. However, instead of one upgrade, you get three, and so you level up way faster. It's 3 times faster, and it actually ends up costing less gold. The old system cost you 15,000 gold per character to fully upgrade your mount, and in this new system, it is now 10,000 gold stretched across 20 days instead of 60. So that is a cool feature. I thought I would bring that up and cover in case that's something that maybe somebody didn't hear about or whatnot. So I figured I would call that out and cover that. But for this last upgrade detail, I'm going to just show a quick example of what I'm going to cover in the next video. I'm going to travel to Deshawn here, and I'm going to show you why I'm going to separate this out into another video, and because this one would be really long if I covered this all in one video. So we'll run over here to where the horse trainer is in Deshawn. And I apologize, I can't show the horse upgrade cost difference on my account because I've already upgraded all my horses to full maximum, so I can't show that. It basically is just going to appear as if I can't even do anything. I'll show you that here. So here's what it looks like. You can't, again, the training cost is at 500 gold, so I can't do anything to show what it looks like. But if you go here, there's the riding trainer tab. If you go to the other tab here, there's all these standard horses here that you can buy for 25,000, and spread across the map now they've included these new premium mounts. These used to be only in the Crown Store, and so now you can buy new mounts at these horse locations, but rather than having them available at every horse trainer, they have dispersed them across the map to specific locations, and so you have to go to a specific horse trainer to buy the mount that you want to buy. You can't just buy all the mounts in one spot, unfortunately. I think that was kind of a mistake. I think they should have just had them all here in one spot rather than making people chase around to do that. There is it appears to be a new lore book there. I'm not sure if that's new or if I just missed it, but there's a couple of them here. So keep that in mind. There might be some lore books laying around now, new ones. But I'm going to end the video here on that note. If you liked this video, thought it was helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel and check out my YouTube channel for more information on what I do. I've got 250 plus videos on the Elder Scrolls Online. All of my videos are organized on created playlists. So if you go to my channel and go down to where my created playlists, I have everything isolated into their own playlist there, and they are organized by subject. Check them out, see if there's anything else you want to look at there of interest, or see if that maybe I've got something that I cover in detail that maybe you didn't know. Maybe I can help you learn the game a little better. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.